Judges are currently considering whether more stringent conditions can be imposed on PG&E before the company's 5-year probationary period expires in late January. It's a serious offender convicted of a safety risk to California, PG&E told a utility lawyer near the end of Monday's hearing. ALSOP and U.S. federal attorneys' lawyers have heard most of the hearings to build a timeline from the first PG&E troubleshooting personnel dispatched to a remote location in Butte County until the Dixie Fire broke out hours later. He first smelled smoke. The identity of the troubleshooter, known as Trouble Man, was not revealed in court to protect him from potential threats. Although no formal findings have been obtained, PG&E has confirmed to California's power regulators that a tree leaning against one of the power lines may have caused a Dixie Fire. With a backlash against its first disclosure and many other backlashes over the last decade, PG&E is to fill about 10,000 miles (16,000 kilometers) of power lines to reduce the potential for equipment to cause more. Announced an ambitious plan to spend at least $15 billion on fire. We recognize that the courts are focused on safety and must play a leading role in the prevention of future catastrophic wildfires, PG&E said in a statement. Troubleshooters testified that they had crossed dangerous terrain, emptied a 2.5-gallon fire extinguisher, and tried to dig a break around the vegetation to contain the fire. He estimated that those efforts began shortly after 4:40 p.m. on July 13. However, workers who have been with PG&E for 10 years first began investigating the problem around 12:30 p.m. that day after receiving a non-urgent notice from the utility. He first used binoculars to scan the area well below the problem area, but testified that he could not see any evidence of trees or other obvious problems leaning on the power lines. He urged him to drive a detour route on dirt bumpy roads and bridges, saying that there was no cell phone service and the range of radio transmission was limited. In a question, ALSOP realized that he couldn't figure out what was wrong and then pressured the troubleshooter why he went to a nearby PG&E switching station and didn't power off the line. Troubleshooters testified that they could only take action if the utility manager ordered them to reduce power. Dams and tunnels in the area had already had a power outage on July 13, but workers weren't sure if there were any households or businesses, but the railroad said the power from its switching station was off. Testified that he believed that there would be a power outage. You would have been affected. ALSOP also ordered PG&E to provide the name of the dispatcher who contacted the troubleshooter that day regarding possible decision-making questions. The end. The judge accused PG&E of downplaying the risks posed by the power lines suspected of causing the Dixie Fire. He said he received information that flagged the nasty power line as the 11th most dangerous in PG&E's vast service area. PG&E must provide the dispatcher name until noon on Friday. The judge said he would evaluate whether to summon them to court. ALSOP revealed that he did not blame the troubleshooting of Dixie Fire. "You tried to turn off the fire from the beginning, and I thank you for it," the judge told him. Judge digs deeper into PG&E's suspected role in Dixie Fire, says utility poses a safety hazard.